Molly, can you give us some real advice gems, and only in a way that only you can?
Oh Lord.
As people are listening tonight, and for those who will listen at a later date, they're making some tough decisions about whether to close their businesses and try something else, or to keep pushing. How?
You better give that advice. Then we got to have Dr. Keys back. So
you better. Wait, it kind of froze for a second. I didn't get the froze at the end.
Yes, I was asking you for people who are.
Am I the only one that's stuck on?
No, I can.
No, she's frozen.
I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Y'all can see I'm moving.
Yeah, you're good now.
But every time you start talking, I'm like,
real quick question. For those who are looking to either stop and try something new for the first time, or looking to keep pushing, how do they know the difference? How do you know when to stop? It's like, oh no, this is not working, or to just keep pushing past? What advice do you have?
You have to be aligned with your spirit and understand that, and not do it because, like you guys said, don't do it for money, don't do it for this, don't do it for that. It's about timing. My successes come from me sometimes being in tears because I want to push for something to work, and I have power. So from the time I was a kid, I could wield things and say, I want this and get it. And sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. So for me, if I have to push a door open, unless somebody's trying to hold it open for me and I make a decision, I'm taking it, and I'm going to be a tiger and I'm going to be a bully to the bully and take it. Unless it's that situation. If it's that situation, I'm taking it and I'm pushing for it because I'm fighting for it for my family and for my community. But if it's something that I really want to do, like I got into this music to be a singer. I came down here with a record deal with Clive Davis. I didn't want to be owning studios and having agencies. That was supposed to be later in life.
You guys are owning studios.
My advice, I own studios, for years as a young person. My advice is just do good with what's in front of you. I had to waitress from the time I was 15 on and off to, there were so many dirty jobs that I had to do, but I had to humble myself to say, you know what? I might want to do this. I had to help people do the things that I wanted to do. And I said to my team sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do, or you didn't think it was that thing that you were going to have to do to get to be where you want to be, because the skills pay the bills. And sometimes you want this, but you don't understand it's a skill that comes from that adversity, that torment that somebody's stealing from you. So when you get the big money and you pinky with the lines, you already seen that devil down the line in the past, and these pains and these heartaches that you're going through, sometimes you shut them down and say, my advice is this: I don't care. When something I can't get, I'll be like, I don't care. I don't even think about it. What's over here? And then that thing will come back. So for me, the advice is, don't be afraid of small beginnings. Don't be afraid. You gotta be secure that you're going to make it no matter what, or you will go all the way down this path and have to come all the way back and start over. So that's the advice. Like, at the end of the day, you can't always do what you want to do. Wine don't happen overnight. It take a long time. If you told me you're not doing this record with Clive, I was on tour, DMX, Bone Thugs, Tech 9, I'm producing 2005, you're gonna be partners in the studio and help all these other people, I would have probably jumped off a freaking building. 15 years seems like forever. But time is going to pass anyway. Why don't you just take it day by day and say, this must not be for me. I'm not going to push. Or you know what? I'm going to go and ask for help and humble myself and say, instead of being, I'm a 22-year-old CEO. Nah, bruh. Ma, you got to be like, where you want me to be, universe. Because I'll sit here and make bracelets and sell them to the lines where Pinky is, and sell some bracelets out on the line where people get vegan and be more peaceful than I've been in my life sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
I would also say that sometimes we hit that road where, you know, you've got all your cosmetic products that you have made in your kitchen, the batch of the shea butter you have labeled and priced out, and now you're with all this inventory, and the business isn't moving. I would take a piece of what you said and realize how far I've come, how much I've actually accomplished, instead of counting the losses, counting the successes. And I would say to myself in that moment, what part of this can I give, like Pinky said, to somebody else? Like what knowledge can I absorb and own from this experience and expand on it? And then what else do I have to offer, to do, to say, to create? Like, I wouldn't take it as a death sentence, even though it's heartbreaking and you are on the floor and you have licked all those stamps for all that packaging yourself, sending those hair masks out to people and deep conditioners, and and I just wouldn't give up. That's it, is the bottom line. I would find a little bit of service in the disaster. Where can I still give? And I would also get back up and understand that my future is still ahead of me.
That's a whole word. That's a whole word.